What's in there? My wife says no communication between them. No threats. The kids don't know anything about today, and she would like to keep it that way.
They're pretty young, or?
15 is the oldest one, Aiden, and I think the one that's going through transitioning is 10, 8 or 10. It was Faith, and now Faith is turning into Alex. Yeah.
This is Susan Bassi, and you're watching the body cam footage of 2 police officers outside the offices of a reunification therapist. And you may recall from our last video and from our recent reporting in the Davis Vanguard that this therapist and 2 divorce attorneys are now the subject of a federal lawsuit that seeks to challenge the constitutionality of ordering parents to pay to see their children during a divorce or a custody case. But more importantly, we're addressing the issues in this underlying case related to the reunification therapist and the story she made up about a father and his children, because therapists who are used in the family court system as mediator or to recommend child custody cases don't do so under their licensing authority. They do so just based on the authority given to them by the family court or the attorneys who get parents to agree to use them. And as such, the Licensing Board for Mental Health Providers in the state of California has no authority over these therapists who act in and around family court cases. And they additionally, if they are court appointed for 1 year, have immunity to say and do just about anything.
I guess that's why he likes the older one, or why the younger one wants to transition to be a boy. Yeah. Yep.
The 2 police officers are searching the father's car shortly after he's been arrested and incarcerated. They're discussing the statements that the therapist told them, and then they're expressing their views, opinions, and ideas about the father and the children. The father and the children who were forced to go to the therapist because of a divorce case.
That sucks. Pure talk.
What's that?
Did he give you that address at all?
Yeah, he did. Does it say the business name or anything?
No.
Is that Eddie Haskell from
Update.
Go ahead.
Update me.
Is that the sister?
In addition to talking about the father and the children related to a therapeutic setting, the therapist decided to tell the police officers about the father's extended family, including making a determination as a therapist that his sister was crazy, even though she had never consulted with the sister. And the police officers picked up the opinions of the therapist and continued to express them and discuss them as their own.
In San Francisco, which is sister's address. All his mail here is with sister.
As the therapist, attorneys, judges, and everybody in the family court industrial complex claim to be acting in the best interest of children, watch what the police officer does with the framed photos of the father's children that are in the back of his car.
Oh, my bad.
huh? Well, shit. Did he say his sister lives in San Francisco?
Correct.
San Francisco, go up there too. Check her, I guess.
Sister seems to be on his side.
Yeah.
Basically
When was that
saying-
recent? She got text from there or something?
Yeah.
When was that?
I don't know.
The police officers are discussing the father's sister. They're not discussing evidence because they didn't collect the evidence from the reunification therapist's phone. They're discussing what the therapist told them about what the evidence would say, without confirming that it actually did. And these are the little things that add up to make a criminal prosecution unfair, because police officers are acting more on their feelings and their personal bias than on the evidence.
But both him and sister are blaming mom for poisoning the youngest, basically turning her into a boy.
Oh, I got it. So
And then
that's
using
kind of
it-
the anger is about the transition, or?
Yeah. It sounds like Jeff doesn't even care about Faith.
Oh,
He just wants to talk to Aiden. Or Alex, I guess, sorry. He, him. So I guess a while ago he was sober, and then he failed the drug test, being on alcohol, and that's just spiraled everything since then.
Just drug. You said like
Just
alcohol test.
Yeah, like a panel for alcohol. See if he had it in the system. So.
Do we have sister's info or no?
I don't know if Daniel got it. I don't know if it's any of them. There was another name in there that's not related to any of our parents.
While conducting a police investigation, these officers have already formed very clear opinions about the father, his anger issues, his opinions of his children, and all of that was based on the statements of a reunification therapist. A reunification therapist that the police officers failed to fact check, because if they had, they would have found out that the little girl they were claiming wanted to be a boy, in fact, was using social media with female pronouns and had never gone by the name of Alex outside of that therapist's office.
Okay. Maybe have Daniel. Let's get it from him and see if we can call sister.
Yeah. What do you want to do with dude's car? Just leave it?
Well, it sucks that he's gonna fucking come back here. Do you have the key, right?
Yeah.
Guess we can lock it, and then we'll go to Motel 6.
Done.
And then... Yeah, good. Got our parking. There's John. Bag him back. Hey, Daniel. It's Brad. Hey, his sister, it sounds like she's on his side, more or less. Can we see if we get a phone number?
These are the police officers who will write the reports and testify in criminal court against the father. Their views, opinions, and ideas that were discussed around this car will not likely be included in their testimony, but they are the opinions and ideas that they will share throughout the legal system, including with the prosecutors and the individuals who work in victim services for the people who go through the court system as crime victims.
Did you make a copy? Did you want to make a copy? I don't need to make a copy of it.
It is the police officers, prosecutors, public defenders, and even crime victim advocates who determine fairness in our legal system, because their views, opinions, and ideas about a crime victim's credibility matters more than you know, and that's the issue that we're going to tackle next.
Usually, that's generally, if this is going to be, if that's a criminal protective order, so the criminal protective order is usually for the duration of the case.